Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the fully enlightened Buddha, the worthy one, the blessed one. Dear friends in Dhamma, today I would like to discuss about one of the most important thing which is relevant to our day-to-day life, that is taking away one's life. So, if you look at the World Health Organization records, nearly 8,28,000 persons commit suicide annually all over the world. That means every 12 persons are died from committing suicide. Every 12 person per lakh is dying by committing suicide. And also, many people, all walks of life, have attempted to commit suicide. Therefore, it is a burning health problem. It is a burning social problem. It is a burning psychological problem in the society. So let us examine why we are trying to take away our own lives, which is very precious, which is very worth living, and which is very rare to be born as human being. Buddha said, Dullabhancha manusatta. To be born as human being is very difficult for any person. Therefore, friends, we need to understand this life is more worth living than destroying it. It is very hard to get. According to the Buddha's teaching, this is the only birth we can develop our spiritual faculties. If you are born as a dog, cow, or any other living beings, you cannot develop your spiritual faculties. You cannot observe precept, you cannot practice generosity, you cannot cultivate and develop your mind. So this is a precious gift, a valuable gift, useful gift. We must make use of this great and rarest opportunity we got. This is human life. So human life is there to celebrate. Human life is there to do more good deeds. And human life is there to add more meaning to this life. When you get life, it is empty. But when you live life, you can fill this empty life with more kind words, kind deeds, and useful, beneficial, and self-sacrificing things for the benefit of the humanity, for benefit of your relatives, for benefit of your family, for benefit of your society. So let us examine and understand why people are committing suicide. Mostly they are hating their own mind. They are hating their own life. So they think, I am not good enough. You are good enough. Never think you are not good enough. And I am not smart enough. Never think you are not smart enough. You are smart enough. And I am not attractive enough. You know, if you look at the nature, every little flower, it has its own beauty. If you try to compare your life, you feel miserable, you feel hopeless. If you compare your life with the others, don't compare your life with the others. You are unique. You cannot compare with the other people's life. If you try to compare, you feel miserable, not good enough, not attractive enough, And also you might think, I am a failure. Of course, we have failures in our life. We have uh, defeat in our life. We cannot win all games. We cannot succeed every attempt. But these failures are pillars of success. These failures guide us for better and improved version of us. So take this failure as an opportunity for us to grow, to develop, for us to more rejuvenate, refresh our life, and come out of ashes and rebuild, redesign, redevelop our life. So it is okay to fail. There's nothing wrong to be failed. Then there is also other psychological reasons, because today's world people are very uh, hectic. They are having hectic life, no peace in their mind. Their life is so competitive, and because of this competitiveness, they have the stress, depression, anxiety, mental disorders, bipolar disorders, alcohol and drug abuse or addictions, schizophrenia, and nihilistic beliefs and thoughts, and also economical reasons such as poverty, unemployment, and also impulsive and emotional decisions we take. Sometimes these days, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, people suffer more than before. Their lives are so miserable, they are suffering so much. They cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel. They are seeing a picture which is not very bright, which is not very nice, which doesn't give any hopes. But don't give up your hope. This Dharma, the Buddha's teaching, is giving the best medicine, the best solution, the best way to think about yourself and redefine your life and reinterpret your thoughts, to reconsider your decisions. So, dear friends in Dhamma, please love the Dhamma. Please get attracted to the Dhamma. Please start studying Dharma. Dharma, the Buddha's teaching, will help you. Apart from that, there are breakups in our relationships. Even especially young boys and girls, when they have the affectionate relationship with another partner, sometimes they live together nicely and happily, but later on they change. They change their mind and break away from the partner with the lover. Then they feel so upset. They feel like there is no hope, there is no value, nothing I can do. But never think, this world is so big place. There are so many new opportunities, big opportunities. So don't lose your life because you miss one opportunity. It doesn't mean, it is not the end of the opportunities. More and more opportunities opening up in front of you, in front of your eyes, in front of you. So don't lose your life. Don't be a defeater, a kind of person who was loser. Don't feel a loser, I am a loser. Never think that. Try to take any risk. Try to develop the braveness. And in the universities, in the schools, there's a ragging, there's a bullying. Dear children, dear students, never ever do any bullying or any kind of harming to the students. They are especially psychological well-being. They are like us. Every student is like us. They are coming thousands of problems in their mind. So why do you want to add more problems to those students who are already suffering, who are already undergoing and facing enormous amount of hardship, difficulties, and enormous amount of problems? So dear friends and students, be nice to your friends, be kind to your friends, welcome in a humanistic way, in a very kind way. Don't rag and bully them. Buddha himself prevented few occasions the people who try to commit suicide. One of such example is Rajumala. Rajumala was a slave girl, a servant girl. She was mistreated and badly treated by her owner or the person who was in charge of her. Every day she tortured her and cut her hair, and so many difficult situation was created by this owner of the house, the lady, household lady. She was disturbed so much. She fed up her life. She wanted to take her life. And she went to the village to take her life. But she met she met the Buddha there. And Buddha advised her. And she could attain the Sotapan, the first stream entry to the Buddha's Eight Noble Path, the path towards the enlightenment. So, if you are having a suicidal thought, we need to talk to other people. Don't keep silent. Never keep silent. Open your mind, open your mouth. Tell your problem to somebody who is close to you, dear to you, somebody who can ready to listen to you, somebody who is going to see your well-beings and welfare of you. So one way to face these suicidal thoughts, no matter how bad things they have done, no matter how worse things have done to you, you can forgive. I can remember a very good story in India. There was one lady called Sindhu Tai. She was born in Maharashtra. She was very poor. When she was about to go to school, her family was very poor. The parents put her into take care of, look after the buffalo. So she didn't have a good education, no education at all. And in Indian tradition, there were child marriages, and she was married to her some person at the age of 9. And by the time of 18 and 19, she was having 3 children. And but in that village, there was a very thug person who is doing thuggery things and a rascal. And he always had some kind of workshop, and he employed the village women, and he paid barely nothing. Just a very little salary was given. And this lady who was married at the age of 9, her name is Sindhu Tai. She complained this thing to the village headman and the police. And the police stopped this person exploiting and taking advantage of these poor ladies. Then this thug thought of a plan to destroy the life of the Sindhu Tai. He went to the Sindhu Tai's husband and told, "Look, your wife is not good wife. She is having affairs with many husbands and many people in this village. In fact, the child in her womb now is my child. I am the father of that child. And if you are if you are not going to kill her, I am going to kill her." So after hearing this rumor, after hearing this slandering message, the husband got very upset and he was very angry. He wanted to revenge from his wife. When she comes to the home in the evening, he kicked her on her stomach again and again and again, and she fell unconscious. So in order to, he thought she was died. He bring her body to the cowshed, and then he thought she was died of trampling by the cows, buffaloes in the cowshed. But fortunately, there was a very kind cow in this cowshed, and this cow was looking after and protecting the Sindhu Tai. and no any buffaloes or anyone can walk over it. And the owner of the house tried to come to the buffalo this cattle shed, and this buffalo also chased away. And after many hours of unconsciousness, she regained her consciousness. She saw the buffalo and she began to deliver a baby under this cow. And she delivered the baby girl, and she cannot cut the umbilical cord, but she luckily finds some stone and she removed it. And after few hours of resting, she embraced this cow and she made a determination. As she protected this cow, I will protect the other people who need the care and protection. Because she was chased away from the home, she went to live quite far away place in a cemetery, and she was living with her baby. But it is a so awful and sad life. It's very hard to look after her baby, no income. And she began to cook. In India, when the dead bodies are burned, sometimes they throw away wheat around that funeral fire. So she picked them up and put some water, boil these wheats in the funeral fire and eat. She feels so sad about it, so stressed. And she thought, I'm going to destroy my life. I'm going to uh, lose my life, take away my life. And she went to the railway station and she was waiting for the train to come and crush her. She was putting her neck on the railway track and she heard some noise quite far away. And she went to see this noise. It was an old man, crippled man, who is weak, no food, no water. He is asking for food and water. She thought, there is a purpose in my life, higher purpose in my life. I should serve this person. And she bring water and food to him, and she changed her mind of committing suicide. And that evening she went to another place and she was sitting under a tree and she saw. And she was thinking, I am nothing, I'm useless, I don't have power, I don't have money. How can I serve other people? Then she saw one wood cutter person, a woodman, who has separated a branch from a tree in order to cut down that tree. She was sitting under that tree, and this branch was hanging with the one skin of the tree branch, and it is not falling. She thought, no matter how I am weak, no matter how much I am very not strong enough, I will help the others. This is the answer. And she began to go to the railway station nearby. She saw that there are so many children without mothers and parents, no care for this. These are street children. So she began to sing songs to the passengers who are going to the station. They began to give a little bit of money, and she collected this money and buy food and cook food for these children, and she tried to look after these children. Gradually, the people notice that this lady is so kind, taking care of these children. So they try to look after the lady, and she gave so much to these children. And gradually that orphanage become big and more, bigger and bigger. And thousands of children studied under her. And they become doctors, lawyers, engineers, teachers, many in many services to the society. And after many years, her own husband, who chased her away and made her homeless and useless person, came to her in rags, in a very weak form. And she understood after few minutes, this is her husband. And she forgave him and told him, I allow you to stay in my children's home, but not as my subject, not as my husband. I will take you as my son. I will be your mother's. And she forgave. And she said in an interview that the most fulfilling thing she has done, the most difficult and heartfelt happiness she got when she forgave her own husband. So if you can forgive your mistakes, if you can forgive your shortcomings, if you can forgive for the things others have done, it is the beginning of your new life. So therefore, friends, if you have suicidal thought, forgive and forget your past. And even though other people don't love you, that doesn't stop you loving others. So if you become sacrificial, if you can sacrifice your time, energy, money for other people, it is the way to get some kind of happiness. Because most people want to destroy their life because they are not happy with their life. So we are always hope that we can get happiness by gain things, but giving things also can gain happiness. So if you show the usher love to the others, especially if you can do social service, if you can do volunteer service, instead of ruminating, instead of overthinking again and again about this suicidal thoughts, you can spread love towards others. And another aspect of suicidal thing is we can accept our weaknesses, accept our wickedness. The people don't know the value of life. That is why they destroy. Recently, I happened to give a hearing aid to one lady. She wasn't able to listen nearly many years. And yesterday, she messaged me saying that now I can listen to the Dhamma. But some people, they have good eyesight, they have hearing, no problem, they have totally good human life. So they destroy themselves. So understand this life is so precious. This is not something to lose, so we must protect it and cherish it and use for the benefit of the others. And if you have a suicidal thoughts, you can postpone it. Maybe you can take a very deep breathing. You can make new friends. Because when you are living inside a room, inside a house and thinking about your problem all the time, that will brings you to a more down words. That will make you more feeling more bad. So try to make new friends, change your lifestyle, find new hobbies, change your environment, and also we need to remember that the human, when we have some problems, especially psychological problems, it is not something to stigmatize. It is not as we our body get fever, headache, cancer, vomiting, any other physical illness. It is same. We have mental illness. In one sutta, Buddha says, it is easy to get our body sickness, but it is even more easy to get mind sickness. Mind can get sick very quickly, very easily. So, dear friends, we need to understand it is okay that if we are psychologically ill, sick, our mind is not good, we go to a psychologist, psychiatrics, and any counseling and get healed. There's nothing wrong. It is not a stigma to something like that happen to us. And also we can lower our expectation standard. We have higher expectations. When you have high expectation, when it is not fulfilled, when it is not achieved, you feel distressed, you feel frustrated, you feel disappointed. So lower your expectation, have simple goals and work for that simple goals, and when you achieve it, you must be happy. And that way you can understand the meaning of life. If you have a very high standard expectation, that will continuously disappoint you, continuously make you upset. So the mistakes can happen. We can do mistakes. Mistakes are our teachers. Mistakes are helping us to uh, grow. Mistakes are the teachers that help us to grow. So don't worry about the lackings or shortcomings, or so don't think about too much about self-destructive thoughts. So in Buddhism, we have this positive thoughts and negative thoughts, kusala karma and akusala karma. And the first precept in Buddhism says, you must uh, not kill any human beings or any beings. That includes murdering or killing oneself. So when you are killing one person, killing yourself, you cannot kill it happily. You have some thoughts of sadness, thoughts of anger, hatred. So your mind become impure. So you must able to think that if I am going to kill myself, in Buddhism and Abhidharma especially, it is said that your final thoughts, the departing thoughts in your mind when you are dying, is very important for next rebirth. Therefore, if you are killing yourself, you are having a very angry thoughts, unwholesome thoughts, impure thoughts. So that will not help you to have a rebirth in a good human world or heavenly world or Brahma world. Therefore, you need to consider this whole, and even in for Buddhist monks, the higher ordination precepts are called parajika. It says even encouraging to kill oneself is not good. So in the world, there are many people who are trying to attempt to commit suicide. So we need to understand that craving for non-existence, this is called vibhavatanna in our dharma, our Buddha's teaching. So if you cannot end the suffering by ending life, because we are living in samsara. According to the Buddha's teaching, we are reborn again and again. So if you try to avoid your suffering by killing yourself, you are not ending your suffering. It is a temporary solution, but it creates more suffering in the samsara, next birth and many births to come. So we need to use our mind properly and nicely in a kind way. So in Buddha's teaching, there are 4 kinds of death. One is called expiry of lifespan, ayukya, then karmakya, the cessation of karmic energy, karmic forces, then combination of both karmic forces and the expiry of the lifespan, and also the fourth one is called upachedaka, the sudden untimely death. So don't cause your life to become untimely death. You need to tell and accept as you are. If you can accept as you are, you can help yourself to understand. The most important Buddhist concept is to metta bhavana. Metta bhavana means you extend loving kindness towards all beings, including yourselves. So people want love, they want to love others, but they themselves don't love themselves. So the love should be start within oneself. So therefore the loving kindness, the sending loving thoughts to oneself, a lot of loving kindness. And this thought of suicidal thought, you must think. You can postpone your suicidal thought. I can do it tomorrow, not today. Like that you can extend. And by way of looking at this is merely a thought in your mind. And if you change your thought, you can change the death of causing yourself. So therefore, all the problems in the world are impermanent. Not forever. They come and go. They will not stay forever. So therefore, friends, Buddhism never encourage or accept taking life yourself. So life is precious. Dear friends, try to protect this life and give meaning to the life, give your service to the humanity. Then your life, you will feel this, your life is more fulfilling, feeling your life has a meaning. So create meaning to the life by serving the humanity, serving those who need your help, sending the loving thoughts to all human beings and all other sentient beings. May the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha guide you and protect you and bless you.